Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Frisco Today, which is part of the Bragg Show here on SF Commons. I'm Stu Smith, your host, and with me tonight is columnist and bon vivant raconteur, Patrick Connors. Hello, Patrick.
Hi, Stu.
How are you?
Fine. How are you?
You're a veteran of this show, so I'm glad to have you back. I'm
Thanks for asking
grateful
me.
that you were willing to come back and talk about. We don't even know what we're going to talk about.
I'm available whenever you need me.
Thank you very much. So, what's going on in your column to start with?
Well, not much this week.
Okay.
You know, it's Thanksgiving.
Post-election, Thanksgiving.
No one's in Washington, D.C. Everyone's eating and getting drunk and vomiting. So I don't have anything to write about this week, but I did notice in the past my column last week, I mentioned the Target, something that I wrote about over the summer. The Target, the big box retailer, that's had its eye on San Francisco, got a unanimous approval from the redevelopment agency to move into the Metreon. And so they're redesigning the building, and there's going to be all this.
Is that subject to anything to do with the Board of Supervisors?
Well, that's something I need to find out about, because over the summer, when it was still campaign season, I contacted and spoke with a number of candidates, both in District 6, which is where the Metreon is, and District 8, which is where the gays are. Well, that's the beehive.
Many of them.
That's where the leaders are.
The hornet's nest.
And all the candidates were eager to say no way. In fact, Raphael Mandelman, who didn't,
unfortunately, did not win.
He said no frickin' way, I think was the quote I put in, which I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that means even. Scott Wiener, who did win, was also concerned and expressed interest in getting some kind of compensation's the right word, but some kind of a amend from Target for their contributions to the governor's race in Minnesota. We're talking like everybody knows.
I think that's the background information that some of our viewers may not know about. Right. Target or some of its executives or board members made significant contributions to a very conservative.
$150,000.
Yeah, $150,000 to a very conservative Republican, I guess, kind of right-wing Christian candidate for some office.
Well, and his positions are bad enough, but his associations are worse. He, during his campaign for governor of Minnesota, and even prior to that, palled around with some, AM radio nut jobs that talked about, kind of in passing, about
Michael Savage
execution. Killing gays.
Oh.
So a little bit, even, Michael Savage plus.
Wannabe Hitlers.
Yeah, wannabe, they want attention. They're white people that are, they're losing their power. It's only taken,
you mean
hundreds
they haven't
of years.
Lost it?
Yeah, I know. It's got to be hard. So I'm like, but he didn't. Tom Emmer is his name, the governor, candidate governor in Minnesota. He didn't have any problems with hanging out with these people.
Did he win?
Well, that's the interesting thing. That race isn't resolved.
Oh, okay.
It's very close. He is behind, but I believe it's within. I don't know that much about Minnesota's electoral laws, but what I read last week is that it's close enough where a recount will be required. So, and he'll most certainly push for one.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, I think that's the state where who's that Saturday Night Live person?
Oh my God.
The guy that
I can see his face.
People Like Me. What was it? He did that Saturday Night Live.
What the heck
Well,
is
he's
his
got the
name?
terrible hair and
I know.
glasses.
Yeah.
Well, he ended up winning, but it took about 8 months for.
Oh
some
yeah.
reason.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I cannot remember his name either. But this discussion brings up for me. I'd like to know what your opinions are about ranked voting.
Choice?
Ranked choice. Yeah.
I'm for it. I'm not sure I understand it. I certainly couldn't explain it to you. But and really until this year, because we've been using it in San Francisco for a couple elections now. It really hasn't made a difference until this year.
Right, because there've never been any real close races. I'm just concerned because I guess it's not just, it's at the state level as well, like with Kamala Harris.
No, that's not ranked choice, is it?
I don't know, maybe not.
I think because it's only her and Cooley, I thought.
Okay, well then they're just going through that very close minute-by-minute horse race.
Which today, the LA Weekly announced, they said it's hers.
Okay, that's good.
They're the first to come out. I mean, before Associated Press even picked a winner, no one's conceded, but with the number of votes that have been counted up to this point and the number of votes that are left and where those votes are coming from.
I know what I was thinking of is the Oakland mayor's race.
Yeah.
Where Ms. Kwan won, is the mayor, but she did not have a majority of the votes.
The majority of first place votes.
Right.
Yeah.
So again, it's very hard to understand. I was told election day that I could have voted for one candidate 3 times on my ballot.
Mm-hmm.
But I was told at the same day at the Department of Elections that no, one candidate vote only counts once. And I'm
Doing
totally
it that way.
confused. And I don't care that much.
I'm not
because
sure I can.
If I have to live
explain
with it, we'll adjust to it.
But it's a way to gain more consensus around
Well,
the ultimate winner, because if you're not necessarily invested in one